Well, the Fed met last week. So what's up with rates? Hey, it's Craig back with another Mortgage Minute. And yes, the Federal Reserve met last week. They decided not to increase the Fed funds rate. I always like to recap this. So when the Fed gets together, the interest rates that they are increasing or keeping the same, or hopefully at some point decreasing, all affect short-term loans. Think car loans, think credit cards, even home equity lines of credit. They do not directly impact mortgage rates. Okay. Now, after the Fed met, they gave their press conference, and then the next couple of days, mortgage rates started to trend up. Why is that? Well, that's a reaction to what the Federal Reserve said. Okay, so they did not increase the Fed funds rate, but what they did say is, hey, we're leaving open the possibility of future rate increases. As a matter of fact, they really kind of implied that the future rate increases were coming. So, and essentially, the way the market interprets that is to say, hey, the Fed is still concerned with inflation. The Fed still feels like they haven't done enough to fight inflation. And listen, mortgage rates are very sensitive to inflation. Okay. If inflation is high or even thought to be high, mortgage rates will trend up. When inflation is low, or the thought is that inflation is trending down and will continue to trend down, you will see mortgage rates trend down. Okay. So that's why people like me are saying, hey, look, in the future, mortgage interest rates are going to be lower. But right now, what's happening is the market's reacting to what the Fed is essentially signaling. Now, listen, there's different members of the Fed, so some of them don't necessarily agree with the statement that was put out. But bottom line is, if you want to know what's going on with mortgage rates right now, is that the market in general doesn't feel like the economy is slowing down enough yet. And so that's what you're seeing rates do. Eventually, the economy will slow down. Eventually, the Fed will win in their fight to control inflation. And listen, they may have already done it. We might look back and realize, oh, you know what? Inflation really wasn't as high as we thought at the time. That's the hard thing about economics. That's the hard thing about tracking this stuff is a lot of times there's revisions down the road. But as it sits today, that's what the market's reacting to with the Fed. So if you've got questions, if you want to talk about what's going on with mortgage rates right now, would love to talk to you. Give us a call, 615-498-5626, and I appreciate you watching.